Another double upload today. I'm trying to make videos as well as do the streams on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And I've got a backlog of things that I want to do for videos, even though on Monday I didn't have anything really planned. It was because I just wasn't in the mood to prep anything. It was a half-assed video, I'm not going to lie. But I got a package in from NWN, Nuclear War Now Productions. I was very happy when I got it. YK Yosuke, I probably pronounced your name wrong, I'm so sorry, is awesome. And currently, right now, he is on a new business adventure where he is opening a pressing plant, a vinyl pressing plant called Helios. And they're doing a massive fundraiser for it right now. And there is a bunch of really, really cool stuff that he has up for sale. Some die-hard pressing editions of Blasphemy and Departure Chandelier and a couple of other things, as well as t-shirts, patches, bags, stuff like that. On top of that, NWN, the store, the label, the store, also has a huge sale going on right now, where everything is, I think, like anywhere between 20 to something percent off. It's 20% off is essentially where it starts, pretty much on everything. And obviously, if you're getting an NWN release, it's a lot cheaper than some distro items, but it's a really good sale. So a little bit of promotional press for the label. Really excited about the pressing plant that they're doing. They're updating how much they've raised, I think, like every week or so far. I think last week it started on March 1st, so it's been a couple of days. They've already raised like $69,000, which is awesome. They're trying to raise over a couple hundreds of thousands of dollars, so it's a lot of money. So everything will be in the description about this, the fundraiser, the sale for NWM. To check it out. There's tons of videos that explains the vinyl pressing plant. It's not going to just be metal music that they do. It's going to be everything from what I've read. And it's just super exciting. So congrats to them. I really hope that they meet their goal. That's a pretty lengthy goal for money, but I think that they'll do it. They've got a big enough following, a big enough backing, and people are gonna do it. I wish I could buy the die-hard pressings of the Departure Chandelier, the Blasphemy. There's a couple other that I saw that I thought were really cool. They don't ship until I think April, and you get your name like on the founders list and like all this, or founders, I don't even know what the official list is, and it's like they're ingrained forever, so people know that you supported them. So maybe, hopefully, if my financial situation turns around, if it's still available, I'll snag one of those. But for now, in this package that I got was a lot of things that made me happy. When I opened it and I saw it, I was like, oh, fuck yes. So let me start with the tapes. So these are all NWN releases. They're all available on the website right now. So again, promotional materials here for you guys to take a look. The first one is something that I've been wanting for a while. They finally reissued these albums, and that is Hades with Again Shall Be. So black metal band, I think they're called Hades Almighty now. So if you go to Metal Archives and you just type in Hades, you're not going to find this particular band. You're going to find a bunch of other Hades bands. But they're called Hades Almighty now. The band is from Norway, so they're Norwegian black metal. I think there's a little bit of a Viking metal, progressive metal sound in their newer albums. I'm not too familiar with their new albums. I haven't really listened to them, but these two that I'm showing you. So this is their first full length that came out in '94 that NWN reissued on tape, probably CD, and I know for sure vinyl. Ones that I've been wanting to get in my collection for a while. Some of the most underrated black metal, hands down. They don't get enough credit for the Norwegian black metal scene, especially from the 90s. So a nice black pearl printed tape. And then, of course, the J card, as always, I will show that. So these are going to be some of the ones that I listen to immediately. I love these albums. These are some of my favorite black metal albums. I've never shown off or talked about them on here. I think I did show the Hades, was it Droog split? I think it was Droog. I can't remember. Let's see. Yes, it was Droog. I showed that off a while ago. For some reason, I was blanking and was thinking it was Winterfeld, but that was another Droog split. So anyway, lyrics on the back, liner notes on here. So it's a really nice tape pressing. So that was the first tape in the very well packaged box. By the way, NWN packages their shit the right way. Fast shipping too. And then the next reissue that they did was their second full length, The Dawn of the Dying Sun. This came out in '97, and these are the two albums that I'm most familiar with. They have two other albums out that came out later on. I've never really heard them or really paid much attention to them, so that's something to do on my listening habit or listening quest, or I don't know what the hell I'm trying to say. Anyway, black pro printed tape, gold print right there, and then the J card is really nice, by the way, really nice. Images, nothing's like pixelated or anything like that, which sometimes when you're doing reissues like this, the quality of the images are a little bit rough, but these are pretty good, especially when it's, tape size. So those were the first two tapes. Again, underrated black metal, two fantastic albums. And Marty from Heavy Metallurgy, Marty Worm, is a huge fan of these albums. He talks about them almost every chance he gets when there's some sort of a topic where these would come up. So there, those two tapes. And then finally the last tape that was in the box, I still have more, is another album that I admittedly haven't had in my collection yet, and I don't know why, because this fucking album is so goddamn good. StarGazer was Psychic Secretions. Am I fucking dumb? Secretions? I don't know. I can't pronounce it. Language, words, hard. English language, my first language, but you wouldn't know it. Amazing album. I don't know if you guys are fans of StarGazer. They're out of Australia. Very avant-garde, blackened death metal with progginess into it. Just weird death metal, which I absolutely love. Weird death metal. Their EP last year was one of my favorite EPs, Bound by Spells, that came out. I need to get that. But this is their latest full length that came out in 2021 out of, I think they have 4 out. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's their 4th full length. So this was one of my favorite releases to come out back in 2021. Really, really grew on me after the fact. I don't think I listened to it when it first came out, and then it wasn't until like a couple months later where I finally sat down and listened to it. So, gray pro printed tape here, and then the J card. I love the artwork on this. So there you go. This is just a phenomenal album. The band in general, there's not a single album that they put out where I haven't liked. I've liked every single one of their albums so far. I'm on a mission to get them in my collection when I'm able. But just underrated band. I don't think they get enough credit. They're just simply fantastic. So if you're into like that weird death metal, it's got the very progginess to it. It's got a very avant-garde feel to it. It's not just your straightforward death metal. You'll enjoy this. And there's definitely that black metal influence in there too. So black and death metal. That's Secretions, right? I don't know. The other day, I can't remember what it was, but I was trying to pronounce a word for a video that I did, and when I went back and like looked up pronunciation, I was like, oh my god, that is a very straightforward English language word. What the fuck is wrong with me? I ended up editing the clip out, so I'm not going to do that for this one. Okay, and then finally the last thing in this package was something that I have admittedly not listened to yet. I've been trying not to listen to it because I knew I would want to buy it, but now I have it. And I've heard like 2 songs, and I've seen a lot of great reviews, and that is the new Departure Chandelier. This came out in January, Satan's Soldiers of Fortune. And this is top tier black metal. One of the best black metal bands. It's only, bands ever, in my opinion. And they've only got 2 albums out. This is their second full length album. Their first one, Antichrist Rise to Power, is just one of my all time favorite black metal albums. Talks about that on here. I mean, that came out in 2019. So this is modern black metal with just wearing their influences on their sleeve. And if you want to go ahead and watch Kellen's review of this on the Heavy Metallurgy channel, I will link it. He goes into his historian mode and gives you the background on essentially the themes of this band and what this album is. So yeah, he's the historian. We've decided to call him that. So here is the CD. Pretty cool CD. And then it's a very simple booklet. And I cannot wait to listen to this. I'm super pumped. This is going to be what I'm spinning for the rest of the night and probably for a long time now. So we've got lyrics, the band pictures right there with Napoleon War black metal. So Napoleonic, I'm sorry, said that wrong. So yeah, Kellen goes into good detail about that. So if you're into that, if you want to listen to his review, it's a very good review. Makes me feel like I need to do better with my reviews on heavy metallurgy, do some better research on some of this stuff. And it's a very good review. So I will link it in the description. I will also link all of these releases in the description where you can go listen to them at Bandcamp, as well as all of the information on NWN's fundraiser that they're doing for the Helios pressing plant and their sale that they currently have right now. But yeah, so a box of just straight heat and hitters. Great stuff. All phenomenal albums. I'm super pumped. My tape collection is just growing and growing and growing and growing, which I'm not complaining about. I'm happy. Yeah, so that's all that I have today. Hope you are enjoying your Tuesday. Please go listen to the new Cell Intruder track that I posted today. It is really good death metal. If you're looking for a new death metal, underground death metal band to listen to, go ahead and check them out. Their EP is coming, but I really enjoy the song. And I'm noticing I'm getting quite a bit of views for these streams now. It's getting some traction on this, so it makes me happy. So go ahead and check that out. And I'm probably going to see you guys again tomorrow. So see you later.